And I'm going to show you what happens. So obviously, if you're standing there minding your own business, it's not a big deal. But over time, when you bloat, you get that big belly. Now, why is that? Let's strip that away and go inside of you. Now, you see the intestines? There's the food you had going through your intestinal tract. And as it does that, if it doesn't agree with you, it starts to get irritated and gets red and angry and spasms down, and then it'll collect gas. And it does that, it'll open up again. And as the food comes down, you'll actually dilate up.
Lovely.
And get, isn't that lovely?
Lovely.
I thought you'd appreciate that. So you get that big gas-filled area, so your stomach feels bloated, and you don't feel so happy anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, now come over here. Now, let's talk about some solutions. You still with us?
I'm with you.
All right. So, Marcy, which of these, look at the screen behind me, can cause bloating? Broccoli, milk, black beans, cigarettes, or gum? Just point to it up there.
Broccoli and beans and gum.
Just say all of them.
All of them.
You'd be right.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Now, here's why. Let me go over why real quick. So when you have chewing gum or cigarettes or something in your mouth, you actually tend to swallow air. The broccoli actually will stimulate gas formation because the bacteria love it because it's got lots of fiber and other goodies in it. And milk, if you've got an enzyme problem, lactose deficiency, very common in minorities, will often give you gas because the bugs love that because you're not breaking it down. And finally, beans. And guess what? I've got some great solutions for them.
They are?
Yes. And they are lactose-free milk. Or you can use alternatives to milk that don't have lactic acid in them, so you don't digest it. Because what ends up happening is, as these products, these sugars, get into the intestinal tract, the bacteria eat them up, and as they chew them up, they release them into the bowel wall. So you actually get the bloating that you saw there. So they have lactose-free milk, or you can take little pills that actually give you the enzyme that you're often lacking. And so if you take those pills, then the bacteria can't eat up the lactic acid or whatever else you've eaten that your bacteria like to eat. And as the bacteria digest the food you've eaten, when they go to the bathroom, they release air. Yeah, and only a little bit of it smells, by the way. Probably 2% of your gas smells. Have you passed gas today yet, by the way?
No, but I'm about to.
Great. All right, wait, how many of you passed gas? Put your hands up. This is what I like, honesty. Honesty on the program. Well, listen, we pass gas 14 times a day, right? So by the time we get to this time of the day, you're supposed to pass gas a few times. The key for us is to get rid of it, not store it up, but sometimes we make so much gas we can't get rid of it. And a good example, by the way, are these babies. Now, I love beans, but I have a real problem with gas with beans. So there are two things you can do. You can soak them, which works really, really well, or get pills. I take Beano. But these pills actually provide the enzymes that break down the beans so your bacteria can't go crazy at them. And you don't get that big gassy pain. And finally, I'm going to do a little demonstration for you. So what do you think that is?
Some sort of gas. It's some sort of foam.
Right, it's a foam, right?
It's a foam.
Pretend that's the foam inside your stomach. Take
this.
This is simethicone. This is available over the counter. Simethicone, when dropped in there, go ahead and put that in there. Spread it around. But don't put it all in the same place. Marcy, you messed up the experiment.
Can we do it again?
No, it's working just fine. I'm kidding you. So you see that the bubbles quickly start to dissolve, and as they dissolve, the amount of gas in them is able to escape. And this is exactly what, see it happen? Can you all see that? See, all the gas is gone now on the inside. And that's really cool because that's exactly what it does inside of you as well. And this is the kind of stuff that I think is hugely effective. Simple, over-the-counter, not dangerous. You can do it every day. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Thank you for being the assistant of the day, Marcy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marcy. We'll be right back.
Coming up, 4 members of our audience get to choose how they're going to improve their health.
One of these boxes has a really cool prize.